I thought that's so, you know what I'm saying? You didn't fuck up nothing with it.
That's fucked up when the one you trust, man, they be on that bullshit. Tell them to stay up out your lane before you have them hit with that full clip. Potato niggas we mashing. What's my name? Who's asking? Y'all bitches know who the fuck I rep. That's Project Born Assassins. We kicking in your front door. Motherfuck your people. We run you over like Marshawn Lynch. It's PJB and Beast Mode. About to rise like East Mode. Fuck the damn police mode. Never snitch like a little bitch. Punk death to life in the street mode. Cause I can do what I wanna do. Y'all can do what y'all can do. I hit your coat with that hollow point and you be out of luck like Andrew. Now that's the evil that man do. Nasty trick we ran through. She wanted from a rapper, plus she thick as hell and she a fan too. Now she acting all crazy, she singing that's your baby, but you know that ain't your baby, mama's baby, daddy's baby. Now daddy about to go crazy and shoot at the whole damn school. Now kids dying, that's fucked up, situation is a lose-lose. Cause me not no actor, no me not no Patrick Swayze. 25 off of 100, that shit played out in the 80s. This old lady say she love me, but I tend not to believe her. Yeah, she's only known for lying, that fucked up and she's a cheater. Homie, distance yourself from haters, cause they tend to hold you back. My hand is in the air cop, but don't shoot me cause I'm black. Rest in peace to Mike Brown, rest in peace to Trayvon. Game recognized, game I guess it's time we play on. You in your city and you being robbed.
That's fucked up.
Now it's so tight and you can't get a job.
That's fucked up.
Your best friend turned out to be a snake.
That's fucked up.
Let me cross your ass and hit you for that cake.
That's fucked up.
Thought it was your baby, but it's really not.
That's fucked up.
Heard it was that nigga living up the block.
That's fucked up.
Some people can't live, so now they choosing death.
That's fucked up.
More people find it hard to be themselves.
That's fucked up.
My nigga Rob lost his wife and his mom in the same year. Sending out my sympathy, then that nigga disappear. Whole ass nigga couldn't take a whooping, so we ran him over in the middle of the street screaming Project Soldier. I heard that nigga on the 5th floor. So what you bitchin' for? Situation sticky, got the 5th floor. I ran out to Atlanta. Then I went to Alabama, then hit Missouri, nigga country grammar. We bored out down in Vegas. Them crackers with them suits always paid us. In Clark County, they can never fade us. They try to play us like the Raiders, but I'ma take this shit back to Oakland, then I ball out like Al Davis. Nigga, ain't what it seem when I'ma take a loss for the team. Got a scheme, but don't lose the cream. They tell me, yeah, that nigga fucked up, but now I'm on the 5th floor, so tell that nigga he done fucked
You
up.
in your city and you being robbed.
That's fucked up.
Now it's so tight and you can't get a job.
That's fucked up.
Your best friend turned out to be
Yeah, this is John from All Points TV, and we're sitting down today. We're talking to two guys from that group, Project Born, Pint and Polk. How you guys doing?
We doing good. How you doing, man?
Yeah, and if those are people watching us live there, we did have a follow-up with we had some feedback, so thanks for sticking with us here. Anyway, yeah, that's off your CD entitled, what is that?
The Born Supremacy.
The Born Supremacy. It's right there on and that's right there on the screen so people can see it.
Right.
You guys are local, right?
Right.
Yeah, and you've been in the business for how many years now, would you say?
Too many.
20
plus.
And you're 20 and you're 26, right?
Right.
Right. So anyway, I've talked to Chris before and Polk, and I don't think I ever had the pleasure to sit down and talk to Pint. So I mean, how you welcome to the show?
Man, you know what, man? We family.
Yeah, it's cool.
I've been knowing this dude, man, all his life, man. This is what we do, man.
Yes.
His brother was my best friend, man, and things just happened. So it's just not like somebody just came and made a rap group and said, okay, y'all finna do this. No, man, we didn't come up like that. Everything we talk about in these records actually happened.
Autobiographical. Yeah, that's like
this is not fictional.
No, and the pride. This was all fucked up.
Yeah. That's fucked up. Yeah,
that's fucked up.
That was talking about what's going on in the city and everything, man.
Yeah, and by the way, folks, that wasn't me saying the situation is fucked up. That's the name of the song, and thank God we're on the internet. So
the guy that I was talking about actually got killed and run over by a car. When I said that in the song, I meant that he got ran over by a car.
Yeah, there's a lot of tragedies in this city, man. Right. I mean, just a couple of years ago, around the corner from the studio, a young woman, she was, in the street life, right. She was ran down by a car a couple of times, right there, not too far from where her family's living at. So, right. This is a dirty town to live in a lot of ways, and you do get affected by that. So, and that's going to be reflected in your music, obviously,
Right.
So anyway, both of you guys have both of you grew up here in the Flint area, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't know. I never talked to Pint, so I didn't know if he was from the Flint area as well, or now living here and wish he hadn't, or what.
Man, we from the projects, Flint, Michigan.
Now it's like that, and I think a lot of people draw from their own lives, especially country music. I mean, they definitely do divorces, women leaving them, cheating, and that's what it is. The rap. I mean, you're talking about the same stuff that's hitting you every day.
Right.
And so anyway, you guys got an upcoming album. You got an upcoming tour soon too, don't you?
And we working on that's in the works right now, like
right.
the tour or whatever. And we just right now for to get in the studio, get this work on this new album, man, and keep pushing the old. You know what I'm saying, the latest one that we just brought out. And just stay on the hustle.
Yeah, and it's like always got to be. You got everyday lives, and you also try to do the music, so that's got to be a kind of a strain on you after a while.
Right. But we've been doing so long. We've been doing it so long, man. It's a given. It don't even affect nothing that we got going on.
It's like and you've also worked with other groups yourself. Both of you, or just one of you?
No, we
different groups.
It was my homeboys that I came over here with. Like I was never in no other group or nothing.
Okay. But it's just you had so much experience, kind of like with background, and I thought maybe you had worked with another band.
No.
Anyway, let's talk about you mentioned Pint mentioned all this stuff. Talked about.
Can I take you back real quick though?
Hold on, why you asking
Go ahead.
the question, man?
Go ahead.
And when you say a band, man, we were never a band. Man, we homeboys, man, and we came up, man, and made music. This wasn't about no band thing, man. We didn't come up. We just had it in us. It was in our blood, man. It's in our blood, man.
That's the band is like a generic term that people talk about when they're talking about music. So that's yeah. So it's like, but anyway, it is a group of guys that grew up together and had this experience, this shared experience, and it's a rough way to go. What you were talking about with the stuff and what I'm listening to here, it sounds like some real rough stuff went on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like I said, it's definitely going to impact you. It's got to change the way you view the world.
Right.
So anyway, what?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What we did was me and his brother. Well, I ain't gonna get into it though, cause I don't think they want to hear it though. But
well, if you want to talk about it,
man, it's real life though, man. This ain't like no Boys the Men got made up or no rap group or just put together. Nah, man, this didn't come like that.
No, it's like it doesn't. That's obvious. You guys are talking about some serious stuff. This isn't love and sappy crap.
We went through serious stuff. We lived it. I'm talking about this ain't no songs we was just making up. We was actually living this stuff, man.
And it's and now you don't be able to talk. Do you find talking about it in the song? Do you think that this helps to get what's going on in your lives out there, or is it you want people to know that they're going through it? They got people out there who are also going through it. Is that what you? Everybody does something for a reason,
man. It's crazy, man. I mean, it's not really crazy, but it's life to us. This is not no make-believe stuff you see on TV and all that stuff like that, though, man. It's just us. The Polk kids, nobody can trust. Stand me. We didn't just come out and say, man, we're gonna make up some songs. We rapped about stuff that we was actually doing and stuff that was actually happening to us.
And that's going, and what you're talking about is going a lot. It's going around a lot of places. I mean, and they're like I'm saying, you got people out there who can relate to your music. You got a lot of people out there who can relate to what you're going through and what you're talking about.
Well, I'm gonna talk about this, man. My man got some kids. I got some kids, man. I look at my kids, man. I just want them to do better. That was it, man. Man, when we grew up, man, out there, I'm talking about when you say the projects. Some people look at the projects and say, oh, this the project, but that's not the projects. We grew up in the real projects. Flint, Michigan. Then they doing the water. I'm talking about the water wrong, man. I'm talking about, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. We didn't make up. It's a group out here that talking about they the projects or whatever though, man. We the real projects. We the real project born. Stand me.
So that's what kind of leads to the question. We usually ask people who come in about their music, the name of the band, the name of the song, name of the group, and you just give it out there. I mean, it's like the Project Born. It's born in the project. Is that what you say? Mm-hmm. Would you say a Polk? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, I was going to ask you about that, where the name was derived from, and just as he was talking, it just popped in. I was like, that's what it is. That's real. That's real. You know, I mean, it's like you're talking about. Everything in these songs is talking about stuff your friends have gone through. So I mean, it's like, it's got more of an edge to it. Obviously, you're not trying to shy away from swearing. You're not trying to shy away and sugarcoat shit. You're actually putting it out there, and it's going to be offensive to some people. You know, right. Some people are not going to. They don't like the word shit. They don't like the word damn. They don't. Right. They can't relate. I mean, and I have problems with that. People too. You know, I grew up in a world where I worked in a world where you actually had to reduce your swearing. You couldn't say this around these people. That it was PC crap all the time, and you know you can't. You know, it's like this sugary shit that they were listening to. I just couldn't listen to. You know, I couldn't listen. I can't go around talking like they do. You know, so anyway, so we're going to talk about the music and we'll talk about what you're hoping to do in the future, both of you guys. I mean, what's your future plans for other projects, other CDs, maybe movies. You know, who knows? What?
Yeah, that's a thing right there.
Yeah, because I mean, it's probably. I could just see the soundtrack
like
being interesting.
Like they did the Straight Outta Compton movie though.
Yep.
Somebody need to come in and make a Project Born movie.
See, that
would be a hell of a movie, man. I ain't gonna even sugarcoat it.
It's like you got a genesis of an idea right here, man. You probably have a lot of stories you could tell in a movie. You gotta tell it.
But they won't be stories. It'll all be true.
Well, see, stories doesn't necessarily.
I've been knowing this guy right here, man, sitting next to me. I see he don't want to really talk, but I've been knowing this guy, man, all my life. All my life, man. We came from a place, man, y'all don't even want to see. Yeah. Flint, Michigan. Shit, Flint, Michigan, nigga, we was getting it in, man. Getting it in, man. This ain't no motherfucking nigga put down a pad and a pencil and write some damn records and make up some stories like Slick Rick and you know, man, we lived it. We lived it. I'm talking about they walked around, man. They didn't have water and shit. We didn't have electricity and shit. Motherfuckers say, man, we gonna make a record.
And you did.
Frank Nitty ain't here though, man. But Frank Nitty will tell you though, man, if he was here though, man. Shit, I'm talking about the crack epidemic, whatever you want to call it. We didn't call it an epidemic. We called it a way of life and a way to live.
And you're like, I don't know your ages, but I was around when the crack started being in the news, and that was like 30 years ago. You know, about 30 years ago, I started hearing about it. And I saw kids coming out of living with the families I grew up around. I hear that where their moms were addicted to crack, and they had some serious shit they were going through. I mean, it's like there's no way.
You either sell crack or you got a wicked jump shot. That's the only way you was gonna get out the hood. If you didn't have that, it was over, man.
So that's like, well, hopefully music's a way out too, you know, and that's like that's what you're working with, right? Is music. Right. So I mean, it's like now the movie idea is a good idea. I mean, and it's like you guys would. I mean, it'd be a good idea to go with that route, you know.
Right now, man, we just focus on music right now.
And you want to talk about this CD, obviously, and let's see, what else you gonna do? What else is going on with the Project Born? How many people are in this group total? 3 people. I mean, the group. I can't use the term group, but there's 3 of you.
3, yeah.
And so, what's the other person's name?
Frank Nitty.
Frank Nitty. Okay, that's what you're referencing there. Yeah. Yeah. That's like Now is he like he grew up with you guys too?
Yeah, that's my brother.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
So you guys got different names, so it's like
right.
confusing me, man. Yeah. Right. So anyway, so you got what else would you want to? Would you want to play another track and then we could talk about that? No, this one we could talk about too. The one we just played.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, we did a little bit. We talked about that a little bit.
Yeah.
So
that was just more or less about pretty much talking about everything that's going on with the killings and everything, the water and all that, and so that's pretty much.
So this one is recently just pretty much came
No,
created.
actually, we did that song over a year ago.
A year ago, yeah. Just the water situation is just
The water situation just
started.
Yeah, they just put it out there some months and months ago, but it's been going on. We all know for about 2 years.
2 years now, yeah. It's been 2 years. It got press, and they considered, they discovered the problem. Everybody else knew there was a problem. When you turn on your tap and something red comes out, you know it ain't supposed to be the case, you know.
Can I say something? When we did that song, That's Fucked Up, man, my homeboy, Robbie Rob, we called him 6. He got killed, got ran over by a car. And that's what inspired me to do that song, though, man. But this dude that's sitting next to me, man, to my right, man, he always would come to me, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Project Born, man, we ain't gonna stop, man. We ain't gonna stop.
A lot of people would have given up, though. One of their friends got killed. I mean, they would have given up. So that's tenacity. That's tenacity.
If you got the love for the music in your heart, man, it's hard to give up. I mean, you see people that do a few years and give up. You know what I'm saying? They ain't accomplished what they set out to do. Then there wasn't no love in their heart, man. Me, every day I get up, love is still there.
You got to have this. It's a passion. It's like,
yeah.
You could imagine not doing. Neither one of you could imagine not doing this, could you?
Right. Me myself, I can't, man. Even when I stop doing it, I want to be a part of something, whether it's helping somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Pursue a career or whatever, man. It's always gonna be a part of me.
Because I think the best thing to do, and I've made this sounds like a selfish thing, but I think the best way you can help other people is make enough money to take care of what you got to do. Mm-hmm. Then you have extra, so you can give it to where you want it to be going. You know, not just taxes. Don't depend on the government to hand it out to people. You hand it out to people. You see where that money's going, and that's the only way you can do that is when you create excess.
Right.
You know,
and not even just the money, helping people with the money, just like the knowledge. You know, learning the game, doing it for so long. You know, you give them that knowledge that you learned coming up, what to do and not to do. And they can go get the money on their own, you know.
That's the thing, though, man. Everybody be thinking about, man, I want to be a rapper because I want the money. Because they see the dudes with the gold chains on. They see with the fly cars and all that, man. When we was out, though, man, we was just out in the neighborhoods, man. I'm talking about all over the country. Talking, the kids. I mean, it was just, we just like to do this. It wasn't even really about the money. I mean, don't get me wrong, though, man. We wanted to get rich, though, but since we didn't get rich, though, man, it was just like, let's do this.
You never know what's going to take off. I mean, there is a band out there called the Grateful Dead. They had a huge following, and they've always had a huge following. People go follow them across the country. Even in other countries they go to see them. And then only in the 1980s, they only had one hit that made the major hit parade or whatever, the top 10. So, I mean, and they've been doing this, and they're still doing it to some degree, even though it's kind of disbanded because the original singer died about 15 years ago. They still got people following the remnants of the band around. So the thing is that it wasn't about money for these people, but they made a lot of money. I mean, they're some of the richest people in the music industry.
And you know what? They made a lot of money, but it didn't make them happy.
I'm
gonna give you a prime example. Kurt Cobain, he was making a lot of money. Nirvana, they group I'm talking about was on the top of the world though. But you know what? He didn't care about that. All he cared about was the music.
But everybody else around him. So you don't change necessarily when you get money. Everybody else around you, their expectations of you change. They want something from you. They see you as a mean to an end and not just the end of yourself. You're just not you anymore. You're something bigger for them.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, this dude next to me, man, he'll tell me about a lot of bullshit that I do. And I do a lot of bullshit, and he'll tell me. And then I'm gonna just keep it real with you though, man. Then I look at him and I say to myself, I'm disappointing him and I'm disappointing this group. It's a bunch of bullshit I did. But at the same time, though, we still all love the same thing that we was doing, though. That's just an example, just like Kurt Cobain, man. He didn't care about the money. He didn't care about nothing. All he wanted to do was the damn music.
And if everybody else interjects themselves into your business. I mean, into your life. Okay, here's another thing. You're emphasizing you want to see the realness of music, and that's what compels you, pushes you, the real stuff you went through. Who out there right now would you say also has that kind of thing in their mind when they're doing music? when they're out there doing albums? Who do you think's out there doing that? Who do you respect for being real, not being sugar-coated and blasé or, total crap?
Say Ice Cube, you got guys like that. That's who, a big influence. You got people around here in Flint, man. Date family, our homeboys from the hood. That do music, that whatever, man. It's a lot of people in the game, man.
When I first started getting on the internet, talking to people, in chat rooms, and they mentioned you're from Flint, Michigan. I don't care if it was in Germany or Scotland. They all asked me if I knew people from the Dayton family. These people all knew of the Dayton family way to hell beyond this place. I knew that they were from Flint, but I obviously didn't know the members of them or anything like that. I've met people who knew them, but they've been around for a hell of a long years now, haven't they?
We was just with them, man. Last week out in Ohio, man, with this gathering of the Juggalos, the ICP do Insane Clown Posse, and we was kicking it with them, man, rocking out there, man, doing. We all did our thing.
Now, how many years they been together? Doing this,
they about same amount of time as us, man. 20-some years.
Jeez, it's just and the thing is, it's like that's just dedication.
Right.
Even if you're making barrels full of money, wheelbarrows full of money, which people think that people are in this business for.
Right.
You guys got something beyond that. You're just doing it for the sheer love of it.
But you got to make money in order to make more music.
Well, that's the problem with pop music. You got to have enough out there. You got to have enough in your song to actually say, "Oh, I can see that in my own life." Right. But you also got to. You can't just write for yourself because everybody's gonna be scratching their head, wondering what the hell you're talking about. And it's just when it's too personal. You don't have an audience.
Right.
You have yourself maybe, but nobody else. And you just face it. You only pay yourself so much.
Right.
So you got to get out there and somebody willing to dig in their pocket and pull out something for you. So that's the dilemma music is about.
Can I tell you something? We was on our way to the gathering, right? And we stopped in Dayton, Ohio. Some guys jumped out the truck and they had on Project Born shirts. I said, "Man, where you headed?" He said, "Where the hell you think we headed?" I'm talking about, that just got to me so, just the fact that they up here and we way in Dayton, Ohio, and y'all got on Project Born shirts and we at the gas station in Dayton, Ohio. That just let me know, man, they listening.
That's got to be I don't know how to say it, but that's got to be an emotional moment. It's like,
yeah, it was emotional.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna cry about it though, but I felt good about it.
Yeah, no, it's an achievement, man. It's like, let's face it, nobody wants to go through life unnoticed. Maybe we don't want to always be scrutinized, but there are moments in our lives we want to be noticed. And I think that's, readings like that, I think writings like that, we read or we write because we want people to know we exist. We read because we want to know that somebody else exists. Music's the same way. And if it's something that they're talking about in the song they do is personal to you because you went through something similar, you got a kindred spirit out there. You got somebody you can feel for you, can actually know who you are.
It was just, like you said, emotional.
Yeah, it is. I don't see how. Let's face it. There's nothing wrong with being emotional at times. There really isn't. Let's face it. If you got a brain, you got stuff, you see things. You want to see things out there. When you recognize that's out there, it is a recognition. You're going to have an emotional response. I don't care who you are.
I'm talking about to be way in Dayton, Ohio, and somebody pull up and they know you and know your name. That kind of throwed me though. Do you got that picture of all us at the gathering?
No, I didn't get that. No, sorry, I didn't get that. I just have the pictures up there.
Throw that on your website.
Okay, I'll have to do that. But yeah, I'll have to
Take
get
9, Chris Calico, Violent J, Ira Dorsey, Project Born. All us on one picture. That was good, man.
Sounds like it. It's like, the people of, the same mind, the similar minds, similar experiences. It's like, I can understand that. I can understand doing music. I'm not good at it, can't sing, can't play an instrument, but
Me either. I'll play the guitar a little bit.
Well, what you're doing is music. It's like, music's a broad category now. And it's like, there's some things that some people are going to turn their nose up at, and you can't change them. They're not going to change you. Right. You just you got to find the path of least resistance. You got to find the people who actually see something valuable what you're saying, and that's what you want. You don't want somebody being forced upon anybody. Right. So anyway, you want to see if we want to play another track, and we can talk about that, or
Yeah, you can.
Okay, let me drop this here for a second, and I'll see what we got here. We want to play the ones off the downloads. We'll go from there. You want to go?
Do what it do.
Okay, we'll go out there. Hold on here.
No, did you play that one?
And I don't think I have. I'll play that one, and we'll come up and talk about it. Okay. Let me pull that up, and I'll knock down the mic so you guys talk amongst yourselves for a bit, and give me a signal when you want to come back and chat. All right.
All right. All right.
Let it do what it do. Watch it going back in the spot, and you know we got that crack in the spot. Let it do what it do. White noise coming with the pain, so you know we getting heavy in the game. Let it do what it do. Watch it going back in the spot, and you know we got that crack in the spot. Let it do what it do. White noise coming with the pain, so you know we getting heavy in the game. Let it do what it do. What it do. It does what it does. I get a little buzz, show my juggalo some love. Can't afford to drop a dirty, so I gotta wear the glove. Want the party to the crib, niggas acting up in clubs. I bet, no sweat. I get a little fierce. Cause we the big three like Allen Garnett and Beard. Understand, understood. We grew up in the hood. River Park down in Flint Town. Everything ain't good. It's some niggas pushing drugs. Some homies passing slugs. Got people under pressure like Louisiana floods. Where it is, where it was. They try to cover us. I won't grip the buy a big job so I can be a stud. Got my beat screaming what? When bringing up the gunplay. Just violated papers, speeding backwards on the one-way. They click to the clack. Then busted, that's a fact. And that's the damn reason that we act like it do what it do. Watch it going back in the spot, and you know we got that crack in the spot. Let it do what it do. White noise coming with the pain, so you know we getting heavy in the game. Let it do what it do. Watch it going back in the spot, and you know we got that crack in the spot. Let it do what it do. White noise coming with the pain, so you know we getting heavy in the game. Let it do what it do.
Now they wonder why we act like this. Pull a gap, flip a track like this. Project going in this bitch. All my homies roll a sack of that shit. If you smoking, tell them pass that shit. If you rolling with a thug, pocket full of drugs and a stack of them dollars in my project, bitch. Won't you show your homie love? Cause if you got a problem with my crew, tell them bitches raise up off my dick. Make it do what it do. Cause this is for my underground killer. Smack a bitch when you gone on that liquor, man. That boy so crazy. He ain't got it all in his brain. Ladies mad that he left. Haters mad that he came. Cause I'm violent like Jay. Too dope like Shags. Murder weapon in my pocket. Why you think my pants sag? I'm a Flint Town rebel. A rebel with a cause. I'm back up on the block. Got my sack.
Let it do what it do. Watch it going back in the spot, and you know we got that crack in the spot. Let it do what it do. White noise coming with the pain, so you know we getting heavy in the game. Let it do what it do. Watch it going back in the spot, and you know we got that crack in the spot. Let it do what it do. White noise coming with the pain, so you know we getting heavy in the game. Let it do what it do.
Bring your motherfucking head out. And if you fucking run the board, then you better have your bread out. We get it crackin' when we hit the stage. Pike Capone bust a motherfucker head on the front page. So tell your bitch not to stand in the front row. That's on the real, throw her ass out the front door. I'm on the mic and I'm sipping on the fifth of hen. Look to my right, nitty sipping on the fifth of 10. My tone's tripping, he got half naked. I got my duffel bag, boy, and security didn't even check it. So why you wonder why my pants sag? I got my hand on my dick and my other hand on the mag. Get off my dick, you acting like a fag. We bring the shock in the arm, fuck the alarm just like Baghdad. And so you wonder why we act like that. Fuck this wrist, pop the yak, spin a stack like that.
Let it do what it do. Watch it going back in the spot, and you know we got that crack in the spot. Let it do what it do. White noise coming with the pain, so you know we getting heavy in the game. Let it do what it do. Watch it going back in the spot, and you know we got that crack in the spot. Let it do what it do. White noise coming with the pain, so you know we getting heavy in the game. Let it do what it do.
What I do, I'ma act how I act. I'ma keep the shit real, I'ma spit out the fact. I was born to spit raps, hey, born to make cash. Oh, this is how Project Born and White Noise roll.
It do what it do, say what we say. Project Born, motherfucker, get out the way. You burn the sit your bitch, and then we'll have to get you wishing if the shit we cooking up too hot to get out the kitchen.
I'ma do what I do.
Don't act how I act.
I'ma do what I do.
Got a problem with that, boy?
I'ma do what I do.
Bitch, step the fuck back. All your hustles getting money, go and show me where you at.
I'ma do what I do.
Don't do what I do.
I'ma keep the shit true.
Don't keep the shit true.
I'ma let the music go.
Don't let the music go.
Let it ride through my soul.
Let it ride through my soul.
Do what it do.
Watch it going back in the spot, and you know we got that crack in the spot. Let it do what it do. White noise coming with the pain, so you know we getting heavy in the game. Let it do what it do. Watch
up to the line and let the top drop back. Pull up to the line and let the top drop back. Now I'm pimping on them foes, boy, grilling on them. Now I'm pimping on them foes, boy, grilling on them.
So we're back. How you doing there, Polk?
Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah. So yeah, you had a couple of phone calls coming. You're a busy man. Yeah. So anyway, your friend will be back in a minute here. He's on a smoke break. Anyway, you want to emphasize that you have you more projects going on, right? More project for Project Born, right?
Right. Yeah, we got actually we're finna get in and start working on this album called Born Dead 3. It's like a trilogy of what Born Dead, where we first started, and got a few things, man. I'm gonna be working on a solo album. Nitty gonna be working on one. Pint gonna be working on one, and sometime next year drop it. And just getting these shows, getting out here, man. Just staying on the grind,
So that's and that's like I think it's kind of good though. Some people see the people going off and doing their own solo efforts as like a death knell, but I've seen a lot of bands have done that, that have come back more solid than they've ever done before. So I mean,
it ain't we're not leaving the group. It's just more or less like that's more projects to where if things that I say want to do, sometimes when you're in a group, you can't just every idea ain't gonna fit for what we trying to do. So when you do a solo album, that's just you, everything that you got and you want to put to the table.
Yeah, and I think that's what music is about. You gotta have your own voice.
Right.
You can join up with other people, but you gotta have your own voice.
Right.
And anyway, I'd like to thank you and Pint for coming in today.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you having us
And like anytime you want to come in, you got the open invitation here to come in.
Appreciate it.
So do you think he's gonna be coming back or no?
Yeah, he just went out there to take a little smoke, man. We can. You want to wrap it up? We can.
Well, we'll wait till I want to hear back from him. I don't want to shortchange him there.
Right.
But anyway, he's going to be doing projects too, and his own solo efforts there.
Right.
And I think that's good. Like I said, I don't know how many groups I liked out there did that.
Right.
Pete Townsend did his stuff, and he never broke away from the Who. Journey, they had their own guys going out doing their own stuff and always was involved. REM's always got one guy always doing collaborating with other people and doing his own solo efforts. I think that's good stuff. Because of nothing, you come back to you refresh, you bring something in back. Something you learn on your own journey.
Right.
So I also was you also were here last time you were here with the guy from Hoodoo, right?
Yeah.
And so you guys still work with them quite a bit.
Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah, he working on another album right now that he's gonna be releasing here soon, and they got a lot of homeboys, man. I mess with, man. Just doing their thing out there, man.
Now, nobody's sitting there. Nobody's bringing the violin music in it, so you guys are like figured you're all safe and stuff. Nobody's been changed drastically by doing their own efforts.
Right.
Yeah, you're not doing like a symphony or orchestral pieces, but which would be cool. It's all music,
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, we want to give a chance here for Pint to say something before we wrap this up. So I appreciate you coming in today too, Pint.
Man, I just want to send a shout out to all our fans, man, that's been supporting us for all these years. Thank y'all.
And I hope you have more of those kind of moments you talk about there on the way down there for the show. That's what that's a bigger part of it, I think, than the music. I think you find somebody who recognizes you and recognizes what you're doing and relates to that.
Yeah. Man, we got a big fan base, man, all around the country, man, the world actually, man. I be getting emails from Russia, everywhere, man.
And it's like it makes you. It's like kind of humbles you. It kind of creates pride at the same time.
And they tell us that they love our music, man. That's another thing that keeps you. Keeps you moving, man. When somebody tell you that you did something that's inspirational to them, or made them change the way that they living, or lifted them up when they was down. That right there keeps you moving, man. Along with the love in your heart for it.
So, hey, Pint, as we're wrapping this up, is there anything you'd like to leave your fans with, or the people who might be discovering you through this way? Was there anything you want them to be left with?
Nigga, this born for life. Man, it's good, though, man. We just sitting back, man, and I appreciate all the fans, man. Project Born, man, we've been representing, man, since day one. And I thank y'all.
And I thank you guys all, and like I said, both of you have an invitation, open invitation to come back again and talk about your group effort, your collaborative efforts, and your solo efforts. All right.
All right.
Have a good day there, guys, and thanks
you,
again.
Man. You too. Thanks.
Yep. Love y'all, man.